Hello, investors. So today we have a great news. Look at that. NVIDIA is officially the world's first 5 trillion company. So the CEO Jensen Huang say it's on track to $500 billion in revenue. But why is this happening? NVIDIA made a history this Wednesday because one thing, at the GTC Developer Conference in Washington, D.C. on Tuesday, he announced that NVIDIA had secured more than 500 billion in orders for its AI chips in the future through the end of 2026. And this is absolutely amazing because normally in the chip area, we have no guidance, no vision of the future, because it's always a new chip that it's replacing a new chip that is replacing and replacing and replacing. So we have no visibility on the future. And here are 500 billion in orders. So it's future revenue for the company, which is amazing. And is the stock overvalued? We're gonna see that at the end of the video if this is overvalued or not, because here are the consequences. NVIDIA stock just is at $2,005. It means it has surged more than 100%, so 2 times the value that it was in May, April 2025. So this year, only this year, I mean, we are only in October. I mean, tomorrow is November, but we are still in October, and the company did 2x this stock. NVIDIA rising in price also is due to a few things. NVIDIA expanded AI ties with Hyundai, Samsung, SK, Naver, Nokia, everyone, even tech laboratories from MIT, from Zurich, from everywhere in the world to develop AI. We have an amazing thing. I will show you the video now, but look at that. They have like there are hundreds of 75 pages only filled with with partners. They're partnering everyone in the world. So this partnership with Nokia was announced on GTC. Look at that. I will show you the video.
Aerial radio network computer. Aerial RAN computer, ARC. ARC is built from 3 fundamental new technologies: the Gray CPU, the Blackwell GPU, and our ConnectX, Mellanox ConnectX networking designed for this application. And all of that makes it possible for us to run this library, this CUDA-X library that I mentioned earlier called Aerial. Aerial is essentially a wireless communication system running on top of CUDA-X. We're gonna create, for the first time, a software-defined programmable computer that's able to communicate wirelessly and do AI processing at the same time. This is completely revolutionary.
So what it means here is that with Nokia, they are going to implant this, as they say, like aerial RAN computer that can integrate AI inference. I think it's something like that, or AI something with the wireless network of 6G. I mean, in the antennas, you're gonna put this thing here to develop the IoT AI thing. I mean, it could be great. It's a bet. After that, Nokia, we can look at the Nokia stock, just pumped, like, just look at that, from 5.5 to like 20% up in one day, something like that, just after the announce. Amazing. Nokia wasn't so good for a long time. You can see the decline from the 2000, decline. But since like 1 year, in 5 years, 5 years, done 2 times. But the growth of the last month, sorry, was amazing. 50%, quasi 50%, amazing. So I said to you a few months ago in April, you should buy NVIDIA stock because it's undervalued, and also ASML stock that is undervalued, in my opinion. And look at that. I said to you a few months ago. The NVIDIA enterprise is growing a lot. This fell down in shares is for me a great opportunity. Look at that. The NVIDIA stock is now sitting around $101. That means you can see here it's the P. At that time, NVIDIA was $101. Look at that right now. $2,005. I mean, if you had put $10,000 in it, you would be $10,000 richer right now. And it was only a few months ago. Exactly, it was like 6 months ago. P ratio is about 34, but it's not the real. When I was filming this video, it was like the market crash after Trump's tariffs. So, and then I go on and I talk a little bit about ASML. Look at that. It went down these 5 days. It went down like 5%. So ASML went down like 5%. It was like around 600. Guess where it is right now? Yeah. 60% up from the last 6 months. What an amazing run. Since April, it's up 63%. Just amazing. Also a great company to, a great sale that you could buy in April, ASML, and a few others. Google also reported strong earnings. Google stock also from 6 months up 75%, just amazing. 80% if you invested in early April. Amazing. So everything is going well for NVIDIA, ASML, Google. Just only I think Meta was a little bit down after Meta stock. I think, yeah, it was a little bit down after 12%. Yeah, 12%. But it's not a great. If you want to, I can do another video to analyze this stock. But yeah, could be interesting maybe to investigate if it's okay to invest in it. So finally, I wanted to tell you something. So Nokia and NVIDIA deal, key points. The aerial thing, it's like for the 6G. So you can read 6G development and technology integration. I think it can do like, and also they will be taking around 3% stake in Nokia, which solidifies the long-term strategic commitment and provides NVIDIA with funds to accelerate its CI and cloud market initiative. And also something out of the GTC Washington keynote we didn't talk about, it was the bet of NVIDIA in quantum computing.
Let's talk about quantum computing. Fragile. This is the future of quantum computing. Let's take a look.
There are many ways to build a quantum computer. Each uses qubits, quantum bits, as its core building block. But no matter the method...
What you need to know is that a qubit is like a bit is made of 1 and 0. It's electricity goes and 0, there's no electricity. And qubits, they have more states. They're like, they're okay, not, it's a lot of states. And if you can do a computer with a lot of states, you can increase the calculation by a lot. And this means increasing calculation means increasing performance, increasing GPUs, etc., increasing capacities of everything, AI, all you want.
All qubits, whether superconducting qubits, trapped ions, neutral atoms, or photons, share the same challenge. They're fragile and extremely sensitive to noise. Today's qubits remain stable for only a few hundred operations, but solving meaningful problems requires trillions of operations. The answer is quantum error correction. Measuring disturbs a qubit, which destroys the information inside it. The trick is to add extra qubits, entangled, so that measuring them gives us enough information to calculate where errors occurred without damaging the qubits we care about. It's brilliant, but needs beyond state-of-the-art conventional compute. That's why we built NVQ-Link, a new interconnect architecture that directly connects quantum processors with NVIDIA GPUs. Quantum error correction requires reading out information from qubits, calculating where errors occur, and sending data back to correct them. NVQ-Link is capable of moving terabytes of data to and from quantum hardware.
Okay, so it's a bet. Basically, it's a bet. They're betting on, because of the qubits making error, like NVIDIA will, in some way, find a better way to correct this error and to interpret it to make powerful calculation. It's a great bet. I mean, they are in all industries, so a few millions here or there. As a matter of fact, they don't matter spending cash because they have a huge amount of cash. I think they don't know what to do with it, so it's a great bet. It's a great bet. Just the thing is, I hope he's not like Mark Zuckerberg with the with his frenzy on the AR thing. I hope he's not like that, but.
The thousands of times every second needed for quantum error correction. At its heart is CUDA-Q, our open.
All right, and the last thing I want to say to you, I want to talk is this: is NVIDIA stock overvalued? So the stock is up, like. As we said it, 110%. So you might think with a PE ratio of around 58, but it's not really, as I already said to you, a PE ratio of 58 is not really suitable for NVIDIA. It's more of a forward P that we have to look at. So final question, is NVIDIA overvalued? So I did in Gemini a P ratio analysis of NVIDIA versus the peers. You can see like AMD is at around 145, which is enormous. Microsoft is around 37, Qualcomm around 17, but they are not growing like NVIDIA is growing right now. The NVIDIA P ratio does not mean a lot. If you take the NVIDIA P, the forward P, maybe it's a little bit forward PE NVIDIA. Maybe it's a little bit better, and around 29. So we're around 30 of forward P, which is not that bad for a company this big and this growing. It's better than Microsoft and than a lot of companies that are not growing so much and that are not so enormous. So I think the potential of NVIDIA growing infinitely, I mean, we all know that at a certain point it would lower its growth. It's normal. We cannot grow like it's already the the best company, like the biggest company of all, with $5 trillion. So it cannot grow eternally. But as the critical metric, the PEG ratio, which is the P ratio divided by the annual earning per share growth rate, if you take this into account, it say that around 1 is generally considered fairly valued. Below 1 is considered undervalued, and above 1 is considered overvalued. So we are around 1.33. But it's considering the PE. So it's, let's say, maybe 20%, 30% overvalued, which I can agree on that. But it's not that overvalued. It's not like Tesla, for example. Sorry for the Tesla investor, but look at Tesla P. It's approximately between 200 and 300. I mean, this stock has no sense. All the investors are like fans in Tesla, but there's no sense in it. So what I will conclude is that NVIDIA is not overvalued. It may be slightly overvalued, about 10% to 20%, I would say, but not that much. I mean, at 100, when I did this the video 6 months ago, it was extremely undervalued in my opinion. But now it's maybe 10% overvalued, but not that much. It deserves a 200 price tag on it. It deserves it. I mean, at 180, I'm always I was hesitant to buy more, but at 2000 I will not buy more. I will hold my position because I have a position in NVIDIA, but not buy more, obviously. And you could, if you want to, slightly sell like 5% or 10%, but I want not. I don't want to miss on the opportunity because it's the only AI stock that is on all the lips of everybody. So it may grow a little bit more. We don't know. Thank you for listening. It was Even Finance. Thank you.